What's good, Joe? Welcome to another reaction on this channel. My name is J-Man DLC. And today's video right here, we have Brooklyn Queen's interview with Dr. Phil. Now, for those of you who may know, don't know, Brooklyn Queen has been stalked by a stalker who claims to be her mother. Now, we know who the real mother is. So, we're gonna find out and watch this whole interview together and get my own thoughts on it. So be sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get straight into this.
I'm Brooklyn Queen. I am an artist and a performer. I started taking my career serious at about 11, 12. I blew up off of my first song. It went so viral. I was not expecting it. Like dealing with the queen, you better act right. When I saw the numbers, literally overnight, it was over like 50K. And then now today, it's like over 60 million.
When Brooklyn started receiving so much attention, it was mind-blowing. It was exciting.
Sometimes I would get negative comments. A few years ago, I started seeing messages from this woman saying, I'm gonna come get you. She was posting pictures and collages of us together saying, miss you, baby girl, mommy loves you.
She has a daughter named Brooklyn.
She really believes that I'm her daughter.
This lady saying she gave her up for adoption and we're the adopted parents.
I just don't understand. Her daughter, if her birthday is what she says it is 3 years younger than you. There's no way you're 13.
Yeah, do I look 13?
No, you do not look 13.
First, I tried to ignore it and just brush it off, but this woman hasn't stopped and things are getting so much worse.
It's just been very heartbreaking. Every aspect of our life has been affected by this.
This is pretty surreal because you're pretty sure this is your daughter, right?
I'm absolutely sure
'Cause
this
you
is
were-
our daughter.
That is definitely your daughter right there. No question about that. No question.
Kind of there
Yeah,
when she was born.
for sure.
You know, sometimes there's a debate about maybe who the father might be in a situation. You know, not in this one, but in a situation. But there's seldom a debate about who the mother is.
Yeah, that I had to prove I'm the baby mama is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you first react to seeing these messages from this woman that she sent into your daughter?
Honestly, when I first noticed it, I just thought, okay, this is absurd. This is just a joke. Somebody's playing games, you know. And then as time went on and she started, you know, messaging more, and you go to her social media page and there were collages with my daughter's picture and her next to each other, trying to compare their face, and with another little girl that I knew wasn't my Brooklyn, comparing them side by side. It just escalated, and she reached out to the owner of the label, family members, like you name it. She was contacting everybody in my family, my sister, friends, everybody.
Well, when did you first become aware of this? Did she reach out to you directly?
Yeah, she's reached out to me and also literally everyone in my family. And
How did you first notice it to you? I mean, because you've got millions of followers. How did you find this one out of like 4,742,000? Here's this one. You can't read all of those.
yeah, right. I think I was just scrolling through DMs and I saw like
Okay, DM. She
yeah.
DM'd you. Okay.
So she DM'd me, and at first I thought, oh, it's just like a fan, like playing around, like like I know who my mom is. Like I wouldn't expect someone coming to me telling me I'm your real mom.
Yeah, because you were there too. You don't remember the birth, but you were
Right.
there. You remember crawling around, you know, being 1 and 2 and 3. You have these memories, of
Right.
course, and you've seen all these pictures, and it was always her.
Exactly.
So, and apparently, this woman said that she had a daughter, and that the daughter was named what?
She said she had a daughter, and the daughter's name is Brooklyn.
Well, was she saying that because your daughter's named Brooklyn, or she had a daughter named Brooklyn that was named Brooklyn from the beginning?
Yes, she claims her daughter, which name is Brooklyn, that she had given her up for adoption at the age of 5. And then their birthday is literally 4 days apart. Her Brooklyn is June 29th, I believe, and then my Brooklyn is July 3rd. So she claims we changed the birth certificate to change the age.
Did they come and tell you this was going on? How did you learn about it?
When my wife and daughter explained it to me, like Brooklyn said, I thought it was a joke. I never heard of a woman claiming a kid. I heard of a lady telling the guy, "This yours," and he said, "No, that ain't mine."
A few years ago, CPS got an anonymous call saying that I've been kidnapped, sex trafficked, and drugged.
I had police surround my home, Brooklyn, and my husband were taken to CPS without me.
So it was a whole investigation. They take me in the room, they separate me from my dad. And all I'm thinking is like, I'm like, this is like serious. The lady's asking me if anyone has touched me, if grown men have forced me to do things, if I've been drugged. It was very uncomfortable and very traumatizing.
These events, they stay with you, especially with Brooklyn. It's going to stay with her the rest of her life.
Oh,
I can tell you, whoever is behind false reports that lead children to being subjected to these kind of interviews, that's abuse. Causing a
disgrace.
child to be subjected to that kind of thing. It's abusive to you guys. It's certainly abusive to the child to go through something like that. How old were you at the time?
13.
13.
Yeah, see,
Wow.
that's just so wrong.
So
Kim and
wrong.
Duke say a few years ago, that's exactly what happened. Their daughter, Brooklyn Queen, came in.
You gotta feel for them. You really gotta feel for them, man. You gotta feel for them. They don't deserve to go through what they're going through. That's all I say, man.
The social media spotlight when her rapping career took off. We didn't take off; it just blew up. And they say since then she's experienced some amazing opportunities, well earned and worked on hard. People see these
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes and say, "Oh wow, how lucky is that?" There's a lot of work that goes into that. You work hard at this, right?
Yes.
Brooklyn says CPS received an anonymous tip that she was possibly in danger. And Kim says that she was in Atlanta when he got a call from her husband that police were surrounding the house looking for her and Brooklyn. What do you even say to yourself about that?
Honestly, because my husband, sometimes is a comedian, a lot of times, I really thought he was joking. He called me and said, "So you and Brooklyn are wanted? Like, what is going on?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about, Duke? Stop playing with me." He said, "No, you guys are wanted, huh? The police are looking for you." And I'm still on the phone, and it's not even registering that he's being serious until the police officer grabbed the phone and said, "No, this is Sergeant. I don't even remember the name. This is very serious. What is your location?" I happened to be with the owner of the label at the time, Brian, and we were with Brooklyn on our way to a performance. And they literally told me that I had an hour to get to a local police department to do a well persons check. And we had to go straight there. And I had to take her in. They questioned her, wanted to look at her arms, asked was she being held against her will, was she, who was she with, and was she in any danger?
Well, and you say a week later, you guys everybody had to be questioned.
Yep.
And yeah. And they separated you from your parents
Yes.
because which is the right thing to do for them, but a traumatic thing for you, of course. And they started asking you all of these questions,
Yeah.
which are uncomfortable, awkward
Yes. Very.
to answer.
Very tough, man.
What did you think about that at the time?
I'm not even gonna lie. At the time, I'm like, okay. All I know about CPS is that they get a call about a kid and then they're taking you from your family. So I'm thinking literally like they're gonna take me in this room. If I say anything wrong that they might like think is, you know, wrong, then they're gonna take me. I'm never gonna see my whole family ever again.
Now, when you're 13, you start playing these things out in your head. and you, how did that end? How did that interview end with them? What did they say? What did they do?
They were like, so after they're asking me all these questions, like, have I been touched? Am I being drugged? Am I being sex trafficked? Like, against my will, being held? Then they say, well, we're going to go over your answers. And if we feel like you've answered anything, or anything, we suspect anything wrong, then we're going to have to do a medical examination on you. And I'm like, hold on now.
To put a child through that for no reason, just calling in and reporting something like that. And this came back to you eventually, and what did they tell you?
As far as the CPS,
Yeah.
well, I wasn't allowed to be there. Of course, they searched our home.
I mean, when it came full circle, they obviously came back to you and closed the case,
Yeah,
right?
full circle. They told us that, unfortunately, if anybody calls with these serious allegations, that we will have to go through this all over again. And I stressed to them. I said, look, she's in social media. She's a rapper. Like, is there anything that can protect us? And they said no, because if they call and say certain words to CPS, they have to investigate, no matter what.
So the DNA test will show that Kim is my mom.
I never thought I would have to go on national TV to prove I'm the baby mama. This is ridiculous.
All right, so we're outside of the DNA center right now. How are you guys feeling about taking your DNA test?
I just feel like this whole situation is just crazy, so I'm ready to just go in there and,
I'm about to get swabbed to prove that this lady is my mother.
How do I, as a mother, have to come to prove that I'm her mother to someone that we've never met and don't know?
You curious to see how I got paid
Fuck off.
$2,317.16 this month without lifting a finger?
I have it here. You already know what it says. And let's put it up for everybody to see what I have here. Test 1, the probability of maternity. This is for you, that you are Brooklyn's mother, is the ultimate. It's as high as it can get. So then we have the result, 99.99999%. I mean, it's as high as it gets. You took the test as well to see if you are her biological daughter. Same result, 99.999%. And, I have both of them here. They are notarized. So there's no question about that. And it's a certificate of analysis, and no question. You knew it. There are the notarized and certified results. So if this person is watching, maybe this can put this all to rest. And I'm going to try and take the compassionate road here and the benefit of the doubt, and assume that you really believe what you're saying and are not just trying to disrupt someone's life. And I'm telling you that we've examined this. There's no question at all about this.
Mhm.
In my training, I went through clinical psychology and behavioral medicine and did postdoctoral fellowship in forensic psychology. And I can tell you that there is no question, from a scientific standpoint, this is the mother of this daughter.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
it's important for you to acknowledge that, because if you in fact are looking for your daughter, you're wasting your time putting all of your energy here when you could be putting it in other areas to actually find your daughter. So I'm saying, as a kindness to you, you don't want to go down the wrong road.
Mhm.
You come to a crossroads and you think, well, I'm going to spend 4 years going down this road. Well, that's 4 years you weren't going down the correct road to actually find your daughter. You're chasing the wrong in the wrong direction. So I hope you will believe this and start doing what you need to. And that's the question. Will this woman believe these results and move on? Do you have a story or a question for me? Click.
Well, all I'm gonna say is that I'm glad that Brooklyn has her real mother, right? So I think we can put this to bed. Let's put this to bed. Forget all that bullshit. We now know that Kim is Brooklyn's real mother. And the stalker that claims to be her mother, shove your bullshit somewhere else, because you're just here wasting your time. And I feel like what Dr. Phil said was spot on. Every detail he mentioned there, spot on. They got the DNA. They got the DNA. I can't fucking speak. They've got the DNA results. We now know that Brooklyn is the daughter of Kim, and Kim is the mother of Brooklyn. So you know what? I'm glad that this is all put to bed, and now Brooklyn can just go on and enjoy the rest of her life, the rest of her career, and we move on. But let me guys know what you guys make of this video. And yeah, I'm gonna end this right here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace. God bless. Love.